Good morning, everyone. So, the story that we are going to tell you today is a story of two legendary companies and how their partnership and collaboration changed the way businesses manage their inventory, and what we students of distribution management can learn from this case study and implement in our future endeavors.
Before that, let us know about a person, a farmer's son, who had to struggle for a single meal a day, has made a company with $570 million in revenue, employing about 25 lakhs people and with 11,000 stores worldwide, and has become the largest retailer in the world. The person is none other than Sam Murray Walton, and his company we are talking about today is commonly known as Walmart. This has made the Walton family worth $225 billion and making Alice Walton, the only daughter of Sam Walton, the second richest woman in the world. So how a normal 27-year-old salesman from a very middle class background did this? This story dates back to 1945 Arkansas Newport. Before starting Walmart, Sam Walton had leased a store named Ben Franklin. Within 5 years, the store grew to become one of the best Ben Franklin franchises in the state. But when the time came to renew the lease, the landlord refused, wanting to give the store to his son. Sam and his wife were forced out and searched for a new location.
Suffering is appointed to us in this life as a great mercy to keep us from loving this world more than we should and to make us rely on God who raises the dead. Sam Walton didn't give up. He moved to Bentonville, found a small variety store, bought it and renamed it as Walton 5 and 10. There was no looking back after that. By the year 1965, Sam Walton was operating in 15 plus locations. The first Walton discount store was opened. The idea was simple: to get the products in bulk and pass on the profits to the public. As time went by, 1 store to 2 store, 2 to 4 and 4 to 20 stores. Today, Walmart is opening more than 1,000 stores every year. But how?
In the initial phase of business career, Sam Walton has understood the pillars of retail business. So there are two pillars of retail business. First one is price to volume ratio. Second point is inventory management. In the price to volume ratio equation, Walmart mostly focuses on selling more volume of goods at a lower price. Now let's see an example. Suppose a retailer places an order of 100 plastic bottles with the supplier. He get it at a cost price of 40 and sells it at rupees 50, making a total profit of rupees 1000 for 100 units. But when Walmart places an order, it places 5000 units at a time with the supplier. So it gets them at a cost price of 35 and sells it at 40, making a total profit of 25,000 for 5,000 units. So we can see that the buying price of retailer becomes the selling price of Walmart. So no retailer can compete with Walmart. As a strategy to reduce cost, Walmart was bringing very less employees to its stores. When the product gets sold out, the employees find difficult to identify it. In the 1990s, two of the large giants, P&G and Walmart, came together and implement inventory management brilliance, what was called CPFR.
So, what is CPFR? P for collaboration, P for planning, F for forecasting, R for replenishment. CPFR can be defined to be a set of data-driven business processes designed to improve the ability to predict and coordinate with supply chain partners. With CPFR, suppliers and retailers collaborate in planning and demand forecasting in order to ensure that member of supply chain can have the right amount of raw materials and finished goods when they need. Now, the complex CPFR process can be compressed into 4 parts. Now, the first step, strategic and planning. The rule for collaboration are set, legal framework are decided, and products for which inventory is going to be managed are selected. The second step, that is demand and supply management. The demand for the particular product is forecasted, that is how much of product will be needed is calculated and predicted. Also, what all will be required to ship the product is estimated. Third step, the execution. In this step, the real-time order for product is placed and all the sell transactions are recorded and tracked. The final goods are delivered to the store. Finally, the fourth step, that is analysis. The results for the planning and execution are analyzed. We see what else can be done to improve the efficiency.
Now what P&G did was very smartly installed RFID sensor in the shelves of Walmart. As a result of that was, let's suppose in Walmart the stock of Pampers got low. The sensor installed in the shelves of Walmart will send a message to P&G software. After that, P&G will start manufacturing the product and ship it back to Walmart. So the product will be delivered at the store just at right time when it is needed. But what used to happen before CPFR was, once the employee in retail store saw the level of stock is low in some goods, he used to intimate it to the purchase manager, then she would call up wholesaler, then wholesaler to the manufacturer. The manufacturer then would start manufacturing this good and ship it back to the wholesaler, then to the retailer. Now we will see what Tom Mokyo, the head of P&G Global Customer Team, at that time had to say about this partnership.
Walmart buyers would create an order which would be given to a P&G salesperson, which would then be given to someone in P&G's order processing, which would then be sent to a plant to be filled, would then come back and be received in a warehouse. I mean, there were 15 hands that touched the issue, and at no point in time could anybody call and know exactly what was going on with the order. So what would happen is, if an order didn't get there in time, the buyer would call the salesperson and say, "I can't believe the order didn't arrive. You're going to go in the penalty box. You'll never get another ad." The salesperson on the other end, this is the first time he's hearing that he's got a problem, didn't know he had a problem, and so he's trying to find out where's the order and whatever. When we then got all the experts together, we said we have way too many handoffs here. And if we really trusted each other, what we could do is, Walmart had the capability to give P&G the information by store, by DC, by product of what was moving. So what we did is we eliminated the need for Walmart to touch the order. They gave P&G inventory, and then P&G had someone who was responsible for total order management, is what we called it. And that person would write the orders within the guidelines of inventory expectations that Walmart had, and that person would follow it through the system, ensuring that it got to the right plant. If there was a problem, would move it, would ensure that the product was delivered properly on the right timing, that we had the right delivery appointments, and also that the invoicing got done accurately. And so we took 15 handoffs that involved both companies, and we still had people in both companies that were involved, but we had a quarterback managing the whole process, and we eliminated a lot of the kind of routine stuff that was not value added from Walmart.
There was nothing bad with this model, but it costed the store not only lots of time but also money. It also caused the bullwhip effect.
So what is bullwhip effect? Bullwhip effect happens when the retailer makes inaccurate demand predictions and the gap between supply and demand gets bigger and bigger up the supply chain. There is a good example in the history. When Green Volvo sold really well mid-year, Volvo made a logical assumption that green was the new black. In response, it turned out to more green cars. But at the end of the year, model has excess inventory. But if CPFR was implemented, the retailer doesn't have to worry about the sales forecasting and ordering. The RFID sensors installed with the retailer tells the manufacturer the exact quantity needed and the same is shipped back to the retailer.
Now, coming to the other advantages of CPFR that Walmart and P&G had was, first, strengthening the partners' relationship. The relationship both the companies had with each other was improved significantly. Both the partners commonly designed the sales forecast for the products. Now, second, eliminating the problem. Through this technology, the problem was identified and eliminated even before they appeared. Third, consumer behavior. The software helped to understand the consumer behavior and the buying patterns in a better way and help design products according to that. So the thing that we can learn from this case study is adaptability to new technology. No matter how big our company is, but we must look for new softwares and technology in the market. If we implement those advanced technologies and software in our company might reach to a great extent. That was Group 7 for you. Thank you guys and have a great day.